Hey man, do you want some of my sandwich?
You know I'm here.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell your mom and dad?
I just kind of feel bad for you.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know if it's the nose or the antlers, but
I think I'm Rudolph. It's supposed to be spooky.
you just look silly. Like on the spectrum. I feel bad.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains.
I'm in control of something.
Older than the trees, younger than the mountains.
Oh shit!
What the fuck was that? Nothing to panic over. I think we hit a Wendigo.
No, he did.
Well, quit it. You're scaring our dates.
It's okay. Calm down. Here you go.
You're very brave for not crying. So what did you learn in school today?
Hey, yeah. You see my bitch over there? Yes, sir, I do. I got her to get me nudes of her little sister. Check it out. She's got a penis. Dude. Penis. That's not a penis. That's an umbilical cord, bro. Ah, you lucky shit.
Driver put in the mixtape I gave you. You think something fishy is happening back there?
Oh, yeah. He said those girls was 14.
Get it in my mouth is what? Run for the hills, birds.
Solar Sands is pretty gay. Last time I did this video it got removed. So when this video gets inevitably reported, let's just hope a woman doesn't review it this time.
Got him.
What's up? Waiting for Toy Bonbon. Why is my sister in the hospital again? Me and Toy Bonbon are going to have kids. Well, it came. Hey Bonnie, you're lucky because there are boys and girls.
Oh, Bonnie. They're so cute, Bonnie.
To be honest, they look like Springtrap, Nightmare Bonnie, you, and me.
You like that shit? Why did I show it to you? Same reason I'm showing you this.
Ella, female, animatronic rabbit, happy.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
Likes, food, memes, pizza and caramel cream.
Oh my god, I don't care!
Dislikes, purple guy, haters, IR tag, porn, players.
What an upstanding individual. This is a type of people DeviantArt attracts. Children, retarded children, it don't matter. Point is, it seems a tad bit self-deprecating to want to cement yourself as an intellectual authority in such a incident moronic community, right? You know, cause they retarded. Meet Solar Sands, a self-proclaimed art critic who specializes in bitching about your little sister's macaroni art.
I've spent a lot of time looking at digital art on the internet.
His words, not mine. His channel consists of the over-analysis of the inner machinations of fucking 7-year-olds.
So this animation meme has more head bobbing, but this time the ears and face also seem to be separate floating entities. I get they're attempting to make it look more natural, I suppose, but it pretty much does the exact opposite. Listen folks, if you want to animate someone's head bobbing to the music, you gotta draw more than one frame. The head tilts up and down slightly. It does not slide.
You poor stupid bitch. Do you honestly think this little star child cares? You're dealing with a very special community. The type of community that considers the transformation of Steven Universe characters into werewolves fucking revolutionary. $1 million views, there's your face, go fuck it.
potentially summer here. This is a word out to to the fans of our tech. I don't hate our tech, I just don't find it funny.
This thing only knows who I am because of DeviantArt. Look at this Looney Tune, his mustache hair is literally curling into his nostrils. Point is, these aren't high-functioning people.
Toy Bonbon are going to have kids.
So why waste your time being so critical of dumb kid shit? I have a theory. Methinks Solar Sands chooses to spend so much time with the paste eater so he can feel like king of the fucking sand castles for a little bit. Make sure that helmet's on properly, slugger.
But Tech, don't you do literally the exact same thing?
Listen here, you poop butt. What you fail to understand is that I did this to stir up a shitstorm. Solar Sands and people like Solar Sands do it to measure up IQ like dicks. All of them competing in one big game of Are You Smarter Than a Child Born in 2014? The answer, of course, being probably. So in short, yeah, right, do the same thing.
Keep moving, everybody! John Podesta's house is just up ahead. We'll be safe there. John! John, help! Help!
Girls, man your stations. Fire.
Sir, we successfully tracked down John Podesta's safe house. However, our scanners are picking up an entity made of pure sexual violence in the immediate area.
Sending a fire tornado.
Hey, you icky Vicky.
Scooby, you said we were going to go eat.
Are you blind, Shaggy? We are surrounded by Scooby snacks. Look at them running around. Don't they know they're doomed? I'm sensing some unease in the room. I'll assure you, you are safe here. This house is protected by a magical spell. Nothing short of a god can force itself in here. So relax, and allow the lollies to take care of these pesky FBI agents and the edgy reindeer man.
It was me the whole fucking time.
Hey guys, I'm just a robot. And as you can clearly tell, I am a robot.
And I'm Junkie. I'm not a robot. I'm an animal. And Jar here thought it'd be an interesting idea to do a video on robot animals.
Junkie, you're not supposed to introduce yourself like that. You're supposed to do an unfunny skit about you breaking into my house, and then through a series of very awkward dialogue, we agreed to do a video on something together.
9 minutes in so far and I feel pretty confident we haven't said anything ban-worthy yet.
Is anyone there? Hello?
The YouTube bots can't see me because I'm a bush now. A long time ago I said this. I don't think the people who criticize something like this criticize it because of the way it looks. It looks fine. They criticize it for what it is. Nothing. Cringy fucking nothing. I was wrong, they totally do. This guy's named Just a Robot. He is a pseudo-intellectual with a box of Krellis for a brain. He is among an elite squadron of heroes who put the IQs of children to pure shame. And he manages to do it all while sounding like he is 2 chromosomes short of being a fucking muppet. I wish I could thank him for his service. Doc, lol knee slapper. Remember when SEAL Team 6 changed their name to DEVGIU? Well, nowadays we just call these heroes DA Ranters. There's a fuck ton of them and they're all pretty much the same. Meet Ponda Sprocket. She is a creator of my favorite thing ever. This 2-hour video where she jerks herself off over her ability to catch some little girl on the internet in a lie. The opening 5 minutes is literally simulated court. It's toxic cat levels of cringe. And it's also the perfect representation for the DA ranting community. Teenagers and adults treating preteens and children like they are fucking Grand Moff Tarkin. They all turn inconsequential bullshit into a moral issue, and pray to the gods that it gives their ramblings some sort of moral substance. For example, let's say some kid's mother walks in on them streaming and starts yelling at them.
Could you go upstairs? I'm in the middle of something. Mom, go away. No, I want to know. Please. I'm in the middle of something. I want to know. Mom. Did you give our address to somebody? Shut. Did you? There are people here. I need to know if you did that. I will tell you after this. No, okay. Not after now. Mom, Dad's up there right now. There are people watching this.
Rather than laugh at it for what it is, they'll do some NCIS analysis of it, and deem this little star child as some breed of space Hitler. Because, for them, this isn't just some kid doing dumb kid shit. This is important. This is their chance to ascend. To become a smarty pants. A regular old Rick Sanchez. So they make their little video on this girl getting chewed out by her mom. The tots watch it. They praise it because they like the noise and colors. They praise the creators of their respective videos. The creators feel validated and receive their temporary dopamine rush. And just like that, kings of the sandcastles.
Hello everybody, it's me! And today we're going to be talking about 3 YouTube content creators, 3 furries, called Doge Dust, Fontic, and Birdie. So recently, if you follow these creators in general, you will know Doge Dust committed suicide. Just kidding, she didn't actually commit suicide, she just pretended to commit suicide, got offline for 3 days, and made a bunch of little kids cry. I don't know about you, but that sounds absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. You do not fake suicide.
Like who the fuck cares? This shit is so fucking boring. They all do the same shit. Just sit on their mics and fart shit out of their mouths, giving their boring opinions on even more boring subjects. It's like The View, but for middle schoolers who eat their lunches in the stalls.
So, after several days of script writing, throwing away that script, writing another script, and then throwing away that script, I didn't know who to work on. Until now. We're gonna be talking about Deviant Cringe. And boy oh boy, is he something. When it comes to DeviantArt YouTubers, Deviant Cringe is probably one of the more recognizable ones out there. Not because of his character or because of the things he says, but more or less because of the content he makes. When you look at his channel, you'll notice 2 things. He either talks about DeviantArt artists, or he talks about cartoons. And while the cartoon stuff is sort of mild and can be considered passable as content, his Deviant Cringe stuff is probably some of the lowest hanging fruit anyone from the DeviantArt community can grab and make a video out of. But I want to save that juicy content for later, and talk about more of the mechanical stuff inside of his videos. First, the editing. Deviant Cringe and editing really don't go hand in hand. And when I say that, I mean his editing is almost non-existent. Most of the time, it's just his talk sprite hooked onto the bottom right corner of the screen, along with the screen capture of what he's talking about.
You hear that? That's the sound of nothing, no background music, no jokes, nothing at all interesting. You're literally just listening to a guy whine. Ironic he would bitch about minimalist editing when all he does is flip his lizard frog around and show you a picture. It's a spooky sight when DA ranters try to spice up their videos. You end up with this.
What a sticky situation we found ourselves in.
That's easy enough. Atari and Penegrin made videos accusing Spoctor theory of various crimes.
That doesn't mean anything. Spoctor himself went on hiatus after he apologized. Wanting to get away from the stress of the situation is a completely normal response.
Not lying. This is victim shaming at its finest. These screenshots prove that Spoctor was saying things that made me uncomfortable, but you guys think it's the victim's fault for existing.
I've been fucking toyed with by my peers. Despite the disgusting things I've done, stories fucking didn't say stop. I was encouraged. Plus, I know that Stories is 14. Basically, she was offering me photos without being brought up by me. Believe me if you want, it's all up to you.
That's about as much evidence as Stories provided on that front.
However, I can offer this. It's one of the screenshots that Stories cut up.
She claimed that Spoctor never lit up, even if she said she was uncomfortable, but this screenshot proves otherwise.
No! Where'd you get that?
These other screenshots also show a playful back and forth between Stories and Spoctor, even to the point where Stories is taking the active role in the sexual conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The jaundice is coming back. This video isn't even a story, this is like an actual argument they are having. These special YouTubers were so proud of their ability to outsmart a child that they decided to turn it into the season finale of the gayest soap opera in existence. This moron is the one who drove the short bus to the set and is now jerking herself off like she caught Eichmann. I'm not tremendously familiar with the lore of these channels, but from what I've gathered in 3 minutes they are arguing over nudes. The lizard wanted dick pics from an alleged 8-year-old girl, but everyone says it's okay because she was actually 14 and was like, totally down to you. You know, when I first started talking about DeviantArt, my channel's demographic shifted towards that one gender. You know, the one. The icky sticky yucky one. Little girls, man. My audience is predominantly little girls. And little girls are only good for one thing. Tell 'em, Russell.
Spoctor theory is a...
His words, not mine. Pkrussl is another DA ranter that I only know about because he appeared in Ponder Sprocket's abortion vomit. Look at his silly little eyes. He brings a unique production value on DA ranting. And by that I mean a high-quality camera and lots of jump cuts. It's the perfect content to keep my mentally handicapped son, Theodore Maximus Extreme, docile for a little while. Unless the video buffers. Or someone makes fun of Power Rangers. Pkrussl is the first man on the front lines to defend people accused of fucking the headless corpses of deers, and we salute him for it. But being a DA ranter, it's really boring, so he relies on his whimsical homosexuality to entertain his view base as he prances around like the sugar plum fairy on camera. Moving on.
Also, I feel like the community would benefit hearing a proper defense from me. I feel like it'd be a nice refresher, you know?
Spoctor theory, the poor accused boy. All I can say about him is that he used to run a series where he reviewed other people's art despite his own art being Christian tier. I swear there is like a universal autism aesthetic. This looks like a Sonic OC. I love it. Same thing for this dude. He didn't draw the character you see now. This is how he draws. And this is how he improved 3 years later. There seems to be this ongoing theme with DA ranters where they constantly critic talent but never have any themselves. Even Solar Sans exhibits the trait. He's an art critic that can only produce some shitty pixel landscape art.
If you can't draw, then you can't criticize art. That is pretty much the summary of all those comments. Obviously, this is a comment I get quite a lot on my channel. And by a lot, I mean at least 5 times a week. In fact, I have heard this statement so often that I actually feel like I need to make an entire video about it. This argument is stupid. And not just your average stupid. This is advanced retardation. This argument is actually one of the most moronic arguments I've ever heard in my life. This argument is so monumentally dumb that I could argue against it until this camera's battery ran out, and I would still have plenty more to say. But in the interest of time, I have decided to debunk this argument with only 3 points. Number 1. If you take this statement and replace the subject matter of art with anything else, how ridiculous does it sound? If you can't make a movie, you can't review movies. If you aren't a chef, then you can't say that your meal tastes bad. If you're not a politician, then you can't criticize other politicians' views or action.
Or if you're not an engineer, why would you give an engineer advice on how to construct a bridge? See, it goes both ways, dummy. You've got some nut on your shirt.
Won't be long. Won't be long. You're gonna look for me, and I'll be gone.
Wouldn't mind your parents finding us right about now. Oh fuck, oh fuck. Alright, listen to me. You're gonna save us. All you gotta do is finger paint. Finger paint, damn you. Quickly.
I bet you squeal like a pig.
Hurry up, hurry up.
I only want to skin your head.
Paint literally anything.
Let me hear a squeal.
You did it. That's a fantastic piece of art.
Gay.
Hey, Mom. Look, I want to ask you a question, and be real with me, okay? My macaroni art, it's good, right?
It is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best art this world has ever seen.
You're not just saying that because I'm your son, right? Because there's this guy and
You have my word. We are very proud of you. Have a great day at school, sweetie.
You little fucking troglodyte.
Oh God, no.
Did you try and tell your mom on me?
Yeah,
Let
no,
me
no,
make
no,
something perfectly clear. Your mother isn't a fucking art critic. She doesn't know shit.
I didn't. I would not. I wouldn't. You know I wouldn't.
Let me affirm to you that your art is atrocious. When your stupid bitch mother hangs that shit you bring home from school on the refrigerator, your house's property value goes down. Now get your one-man financial apocalypse ass in this storm drain. The Great Solar Sands will now accept your offerings. Terrible.
Thank you.
Belongs in the fucking trash.
Praise upon your name.
You know what you and this piece of art have in common? You're both ugly.
You're really smart compared to us.
Oh, here we go. Know why you're here, little girl? Because some fucking idiot complimented you on your art without my express consent. Now show me what you made and I'll decide.
Actually, Solar, it was me. Look, we had to get to your realm to escape this drugged-out Bambi cosplayer. He's like magic or some shit. We can't escape him and nothing stops him.
Whoever this guy is, it won't matter here soon. You chose a perfect time to arrive. I've assembled most of the crew for this special event. My fellow DA ranters, we are gathered this day to bear witness to a special event, my ascension into the heavens of intellectualism. Years ago, I had a vision of my past life. I remember being a Homo erectus, a mere ape man, yet even then my mind hungered for culture, to be enriched by the arts. Unfortunately, I was much too ahead of my time. My peers were still degenerate hairy barbarians with no sense of taste or style. But even then I still managed to ascend. I hyper-evolved that day, received my degree in really difficult math, and perfected space travel all within the same afternoon. It was in space where I saw it, my true form. It was beautiful, like looking in front of a mirror. My persona, our solar system's central star, the sun. Of course I was the sun. It made so much sense. The sun was beautiful just like me, larger than life just like me, bright and radiant like me. I'm the sun.
Okay.
I am the sun, and on this day you will watch me take its form. Thanks to this tractor beam I got on eBay, I will pull the sun into our orbit, so that I can meld with it.
Yo, that sounds dumb as fuck.
Do not worry about me, there is no danger. I'm technically bigger than the sun. I will catch it in the palm of my hand when it reaches us. The sun is big, like really big, I know, but nothing is bigger than me. Nothing bigger than my destiny. When I am the sun, you will inherit my earthly kingdoms. It will be up to you to tell 9-year-olds on the internet what they should and shouldn't do. As for me, I'll move on to teaching entire galaxies the acceptable artistic standard. I bought a suit for this.
Hey bitch, say my art is good or I'll eat your chin.
Your art is good.
Weapon 10. Oh fuck, that's him.
Makes no difference.
What the fuck was that?
Fuck.
Oh my fucking lol.
It's even more beautiful than I remembered. Thought it would be bigger though. So small. So yeah, DA ranters suck. There is a horrible price to pay when you set out to entertain children. You risk becoming one yourself, or trying to fuck one. Lot of pedo accusations amongst these people. Kids help get talentless or bland YouTubers to the top because truth is, it don't take much to impress kids. They're like adults who are so invested and critical of kid shit that it comes across hilarious. I like to believe they don't actually care about DeviantArt drama and only report on it for easy views. But it's still funny to watch them play pretend. To kids get in a fight over tracing art and then these grown-ass people report on it like it's as serious as a terrorist attack. And they do it in such a boring way. They all mimic the exact same style. Just put a picture of their OC that they didn't draw themselves because they're talentless. And just start fucking talking about minuscule dumb shit that only little fucking girls would ever care about. It's why I showed you these motherfuckers. To drive home the point that DeviantArt drama attracts the attention of the lowest of the low. Actual retards and actual kids. And trying to establish yourself in a community like that just makes you look dumb, don't you think? Final statement. If you're a DA ranter, turn yourself off with bullets. I didn't talk about Atari because she was so boring it made my scrotum shrivel up weird on here. Can't kill me, I'm the gingerbread man.
You. Painting boats must not fall to the boats must float. Volcanoes will be destroyed. Painting the boats must float. Painting boats painting. Why are you? The lamp.
Fuck no. It's important to the plot or whatever.
You ruined everything when you got the Glizzard killed. He was the only person who would hire me after my racist rant on Twitter. The only way I could afford all these damn boats. Your lamp has the power to fix it. Give it to me and let me correct my timeline. It's clear to all of us you like staying here. You don't need that thing, don't deserve it. You look fucking dumb, by the way.
I'm dressed as Rudolph. It's supposed to be creepy and intimidating. Like I'm crazy.
Well, you just look like a jackass.
And you just look fucking deceased. The classic tech double barrel shotgun makes a return. Someone play this loser a sad song. Fucking really? The fuck is this?
You have been banished. In order to escape this realm, you must come to terms with your greatest denial.
You're a rapist. I wanted to believe those bitches lied. There's no way someone who created Little Bill could be so damn evil. No way that you of all people would get caught, but that bastard George Lopez still gets to strangle hookers. But I admit it. You did it. I just made a diarrhea in your stomach. Almost better than Diesel. Almost. Okay, I wish for my retarded son to be right here. Listen carefully, Theodore. Power Rangers is absolutely dreadful.
Danger. The emergency disrupt system is now activated.
Bomb has been planted.